Danny Moore, President and founder of DeNovo Solutions. Good to have you on the Business Brief.
Thank you, Ryan. It's a pleasure to be here.
Danny, aerospace and defense, one of my favorite topics. It's a big part of Colorado's economy, the nation's second largest aerospace economy. Forecasts expected to continue to grow, and you're looking to grow alongside it as a minority-owned, veteran-owned company providing engineering solutions to this expanding market. But let's take a second and talk about what makes Colorado such an attractive place for aerospace and defense businesses in the first place.
Well, Ryan, I think the secret is out. Certainly we have 300 days of sunshine, we have beautiful mountains, we have wonderful people, but we also have a great business climate here. And what we're discovering is companies from all over the country are determining that Colorado is the place to be. If you want to be in aerospace and defense, we have great institution of learning that creates great workforce. So that's the reason why Colorado is the place to be.
Yeah, quality of life and a great workforce. You know, we all know that's why so many of us have chosen Colorado to call it home. But like you said, such an educated and talented workforce makes it doubly so. Well, you know, speaking of this industry and it's expanding, it accounts for hundreds of companies, big and small, tens of thousands of professionals, and over 12 billion, by the way, well over $12 billion in sales each year. How do you see the Colorado market taking shape this year?
Well, I still see expansion. You know, in 2020, we saw a 30% growth in our own company. We saw about 20% last year. We expect to see that 30% or more growth. But what we're seeing the growth in is artificial intelligence and machine learning to kind of help solve some of those really challenging problems that we have. The other area we're seeing growth is in modern infrastructure. You know, in order to defend against cyber threats, we need a modern infrastructure to make sure that we can protect our nation. So that's where we see that growth, happening here.
That's great, and I agree. I think the market's going to continue to expand in so many places, and so that's exciting to hear. When I look at locally here in the metro area, Buckley Space Force Base, located in Aurora, Arapahoe County, and the Colorado Air and Spaceport, located in Adams County, are two major assets that attract companies and high-paying jobs to the metro area. But there are a lot of folks who may watch the Business Brief, some of which may be in the defense and aerospace community, others who may not, frankly, have a clue what goes on. And so many may wonder, how can the community continue to support their success? Because arguably, the better that our aerospace and defense community does, not only is the nation's interest served, but the economic health of our local communities can thrive.
Well, I'll tell you, there certainly is an effect that happens. We know that Buckley contributes billions of dollars in economic impact to our community, but the average citizen basically support legislation that allows us to continue to build out and take advantage of the great resources we have here. There's a lot of initiatives that are going to be coming down the pike that I think can help grow our communities, because we're going to need better roads, we're going to need better schools, and those things contribute to the environment and enable other companies to continue to move here, because every company that moves here, they have family, and great schools are important to them, great roads and safe communities. So that's how I think the average person can support the continued growth of aerospace and defense here in Colorado.
Yeah, and so much of our economy can benefit from the growth and the expansion and a strong aerospace and defense community, not the least of which are the retail shops and the restaurants that support and provide services to all the men and women, both in uniform and who are contract civilians in this space, not just defense, but in the space sector as well. It's truly a win-win when done right. And so we certainly hope here on the Business Brief to see continued success, and all the best to you, Danny, at DeNovo and the aerospace and defense community throughout Colorado. As a Navy veteran yourself, I share an affinity as a Navy veteran myself, and so certainly want to see you all at DeNovo continue to thrive. Danny Moore with DeNovo Solutions, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.